Welcome back, Lakers News Fan Report family. Get ready for some earth-shaking off-season chatter that could send tremors through the Western Conference. Before we break down this blockbuster buzz, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single move in Lakerland. Now, here's the sizzling rumor we're dissecting today. Sources are whispering that the Lakers have zeroed in on Brooklyn's towering rim protector, Nic Claxton, as the perfect partner for Luka Doncic, and that Los Angeles might actually pull. He'd off the trade. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Could the purple and gold brass really swing a deal to land Claxton this summer? Or is this all smoke without fire? Let's dive in. It all starts with last season's glaring weakness: rim protection. Despite the heroic efforts from LeBron and AD, opposing big men carved the Lakers up inside, turning clutch defensive stands into heartbreaking breakdowns. The Lakers' first-round exit was a harsh reminder that without a true shot-blocking anchor, even the greatest stars can't carry a defense on their backs alone. Enter Nic Claxton, the 6'11", shot-altering center who led the Nets in blocks per contest and averaged a career-high 10.9 rebounds as a thunderous lob target. Some insiders believe that adding Claxton could be the catalyst for LA to reclaim its status as a defensive juggernaut. But how realistic is this scenario? According to a recent projection from a top Lakers rumor mill, Los Angeles would have to offer Brooklyn a package headlined by wing veterans Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt, plus a first-round pick. That's no small price, especially when you consider how valuable draft capital has become. Could this mean the Lakers are ready to mortgage part of their future for a win-now centerpiece? Fans are wondering if we finally reached a go big or go home moment in Laker front office strategy. Let's break down the potential trade pieces. Gabe Vincent provided steady perimeter defense and timely shooting down the stretch of last season, while Vanderbilt showed flashes of energy and hustle that any playoff team craves. Toss in a lottery-protected first-rounder, and you've got a tempting offer for Brooklyn, a franchise deep in rebuild mode after its ambitious but ultimately fruitless runs with Irving, Harden, and Durant. It's possible that the Nets view this combo as the best path to restock their tank without sacrificing too much veteran savvy. From LA's perspective, bringing in Claxton alongside LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the newly minted Luka Doncic would be nothing short of explosive. Imagine the pick and rolls. Luka surveys the defense, LeBron roams the mid-range corridors, and then, boom, Claxton throws down a jaw-dropping alley-oop that sends the crowd into orbit. Some Lakers insiders believe that pairing an elite rim runner with two future Hall of Famers could unlock a dimension of play we haven't seen in years. Could this be the spark that ignites a championship run? But it's not just about highlight dunks. Claxton's presence would reverberate through every defensive rotation. His 2.1 blocks per game last season made shooters think twice about attacking the paint. Could his intimidation factor allow perimeter defenders like Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell to pressure on the ball more aggressively, knowing they've got an elite rim protector behind them? Is it possible that this one addition could transform the Lakers into a top-5 defensive roster overnight? Of course, any blockbuster trade carries inherent risks. For one, there's chemistry. The Lakers' core will have to adjust to a new frontline dynamic, one in which Claxton commands possessions at both ends. Will LeBron and Anthony Davis embrace sharing the paint, or will there be friction over touches and positioning? Some fans have voiced concerns that adding another high-usage big man could muddy offensive spacing unless Coach Redick crafts a precise rotation. Yet others argue that Claxton's unselfish lob-hunting style naturally complements Lakers stars, slotting in as the ultimate catch-and-dunk finisher rather than a traditional low-post scorer. Then there's the cap calculus. Claxton carries a modest veteran's minimum deal through next season, making him a cost-effective upgrade. Could the Lakers leverage that affordability to chase another free agent big, perhaps a veteran like Brook Lopez for added backline depth? If Los Angeles lands Claxton and pairs him with a savvy veteran, you'd have a defensive tag team capable of shutting down elite offenses. Could this be the two-pronged approach that finally gives the Lakers the inside dominance they've been chasing since the Big Three era? Meanwhile, the rumor mill insists that other suitors lurk in the shadows. Teams like Miami and Utah, desperate for a next-level rim protector, reportedly monitor Claxton's status closely. Could the Lakers face a bidding war? Is it possible that Los Angeles needs to act decisively to win the race, lest they watch Claxton bolt to another contender? The clock is ticking, and as the off-season window swings open, every front office call becomes a defining moment. But let's not forget the human element. How does Claxton himself feel about this? Some insiders claim the 25-year-old center admires the chance to play alongside legends and chase a title in LA's sun-soaked arena. Others warn that moving to a media market as intense as Los Angeles could be a culture shock for a young player still carving out his own identity. Could Claxton view the Lakers' allure, the bright lights, the global fan base, the championship legacy as the ultimate motivator? Or would he opt for a quieter role elsewhere, where the spotlight is less blinding? For Lakers fans, the mental image is tantalizing: the roar of Crypto.com. Arena, as Claxton corrals a defensive rebound, the hush that follows whenever he glides into position for a chase-down block, the eruption when he soars for a rim-rocking slam. But reality bites. LA might have to choose between preserving draft flexibility and seizing this high-stakes opportunity. Some insiders believe the organization will lean into the latter, convinced that the championship window with LeBron and Luka is closing rapidly. So here's where we stand. The rumors are swirling. The potential trade package is on the table, and Claxton's compatibility with the Lakers' star-studded core makes this one of the most intriguing off-season chess matches in recent memory. The question now shifts to you, Laker faithful. Would you sacrifice a first-round pick and 2 reliable wings to secure Nic Claxton's services for the next 2 seasons? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I believe this is exactly the kind of bold move we need if we're serious about contending in a loaded Western Conference. But what do you think about all of this? Is Nic Claxton the missing piece who can transform our defense into a title-winning fortress? Or should the Lakers hold on to their draft assets and trust their current roster to develop chemistry down the stretch? I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If the Lakers do land Nic Claxton, the impact would be immediate, and the reverberations would echo from the paint all the way to the perimeter. Think about rotations that finally allow Anthony Davis to play to his strengths. AD could step out for mid-range jumpers and small ball lineups without fear of giving up easy paint points, knowing Claxton is lurking behind him to swat away any drive. LeBron James, freed from constant help or hedge decisions, could direct the offense from the high post or mid-court elbow, orchestrating hybrid actions that force defenses to choose between contesting a lob or stepping out to guard his three-point pull-up. Could this newfound versatility transform our half-court sets into a nightmare for opponents? Absolutely. But beyond the X's and O's, there's the psychological lift. A roster move of this magnitude tells every player and every rival that the Lakers are committed to building a complete team around LeBron and Luka Doncic. It sends a message to role players. This franchise isn't afraid to pursue excellence at every position. That kind of culture shift can galvanize a locker room, turning a veteran group into a hungry, aligned unit with collective buy-in. If team meetings are any indication, players have already expressed excitement at the prospect of adding Claxton's defensive prowess. Some insiders believe that the mere rumor has energized summer workouts, with veterans sharpening their focus as they anticipate a championship-ready cast. Contrast that with the alternative. What if the front office hesitates, holds too tightly, to draft assets, and Claxton slips away to another suitor? Lakers fans have privately feared that a failure to act decisively could cost them not only a defensive anchor but also momentum in future recruiting pitches. Imagine explaining to a free agent that Los Angeles passed on its best chance to upgrade the paint. Could that sting become a narrative that hampers the franchise's appeal? History suggests that decisive moves breed momentum, both on and off the court, while indecision can plant seeds of doubt. And let's not ignore the domino effect. Should the Lakers acquire Claxton, other teams will scramble to fill the void. In Brooklyn, potentially inflating the value of other available bigs in the market. If LA sets a high water mark for what it takes to pry Claxton away, they risk elevating the asking price for the next center target. Yet, if they wait and the price jumps even higher, regret could set in. It's a classic catch-22. Strike now, or pay more later. Some executives caution that markets move quickly in the summer months, especially when a franchise of the Lakers' stature throws its weight around. Could inaction today become the most expensive mistake of the offseason? Nic. Let's circle back to Claxton himself. His trajectory to date has been one of steady growth, improving rim protection, expanding passing ability, and demonstrating surprising agility on switches. At 25, he has yet to scratch his ceiling. In LA's player development system, combined with the mentorship of LeBron and the cerebral guidance of Coach Redick, Claxton could blossom into a two-way centerpiece worthy of all defensive honors. Could this environment accelerate his development in ways that Brooklyn simply couldn't? Many believe so, citing Los Angeles' history of maximizing talented bigs through veteran tutelage and championship expectations. On the flip side, should Claxton re-sign with Brooklyn or go elsewhere, the Lakers will pivot, exploring free agency options or a different trade target. But that path carries its own uncertainties. Free agents often command higher salaries. Lesser trade candidates may lack the same two-way ceiling. Would the Lakers be settling? And if they are viewed as settling, would that affect team morale? Heading into training camp, no one wants to step onto the court feeling like Plan B. Ultimately, the off-season narrative will hinge on timing. Will the Lakers make their pitch early, before Claxton feels fully comfortable in Brooklyn? Or will they bide their time, hoping to leverage a player's potential desire for a title run? Sports psychology experts note that players on the cusp of stardom can be swayed by the promise of immediate relevance and the allure of a bright spotlight. Claxton, who has shown a competitive fire in past interviews, might view the Lakers' need as a calling that aligns perfectly with his ambitions. Is it possible that a heartfelt recruitment talk from LeBron himself could seal the deal? Some insiders suggest that direct conversations between superstar and target player can tip the scales more than any draft pick or contract detail. As training camp approaches, keep an eye on subtle signals. Workout invitations extended to Claxton, social media teases featuring his highlights set to Lakers branding, and cryptic comments from front office figures hinting at unfinished business inside the paint. Every tweet and Instagram story will be analyzed, and once the ink dries on any agreement, whether via trade or free agency, the Lakers will send an unmistakable message to the league that they are serious about championship contention from rim to rim. So here we stand at a crossroads. The Lakers have the chance to fortify their defense, diversify their offense, and send a cultural statement. But they must decide whether now is the moment to act, laying all the cards on the table for a player who can change the franchise's trajectory. Will they seize the opportunity to add Nic Claxton and vault themselves into title favorite status? Or will the caution of preserving future assets prevail, potentially leaving a glaring roster hole unfilled? Now it's your turn. Is the risk of trading a first-round pick and two veterans worth the reward of securing Claxton's services for the next 2 seasons? Or should the Lakers trust in internal growth and free agency alternatives instead? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I'm all for pulling the trigger. I want that rim protection more than ever, because a championship window that features both LeBron and Luka can't afford defensive compromise. But I want to hear your voice. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the debate started. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Claxton trade speculation, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an insider update. We're just getting warmed up. Stay tuned for every twist and turn in this epic off-season saga.